Hello and welcome to another mail opening video. This is an exciting one for me. So this is the result of a trade I made, and some Gaia's Cradles. I'm trying to think what was the other cards. Maybe it was just some Gaia's Cradles. There's something else, I'm pretty sure. And what's supposed to be coming my way, I'm sorry, before I open it, this is, here, it's all intact there just for the camera. Anyway, it should be, ta-da, an Ancestral Recall. So that's pretty exciting for me. It's in really good condition, actually. I'd say it's like a nice LP Ancestral. And yeah, I don't really play with Gaia's Cradles. I just collected them for a while. I thought it was a cool card to collect. But this I would play with, so I'm looking forward to having this for decks. So let's take this guy out and have a look at it. That is really cool. You know, it feels like a proper Magic card. That's important. Let's see what the loop has to say. Let's turn that a little bit. I think that looks good to me. I mean, yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like. I got the flat side right here. It's not very, the lower flat side, I'm more used to seeing a more pronounced flat side here, to be honest. But it's got the 4 dots, 4 bumps on that. And as for the, as for the rosette pattern looks good. I'm gonna, maybe we can do is just zoom up a bit and take it maybe at a different angle. It's gonna look a little better. So I'll take it up, and then we'll just focus there. Oh, a little bit out of focus. Let's try to get that a little better. Oh, that looks pretty good. It's odd to me. You know, the bumps here are just about where they should be, and there is a flat side here. Towards the bottom, I don't see the typical bumpiness that I would normally expect to see. Or sorry, bumpiness, the normal flat spot. Can't say I've seen a Magic card that didn't have it before, though, to be honest. There's usually, like I said, there's a flat side here, and you'll see there's a flat portion there, right about there. And I don't see it on this card for whatever reason. And it gives me a moment to think and pause about it, just to have a check. Another thing we should do with cards, if you're not sure, like I said, holding it in my hand, the feel looked correct. A lot of it looked right. It felt right. So we'll try it over here on this 3-point scale. See what it weighs. So weigh in the realm of what a real Magic card should weigh. And 1.743. That's a good weight for a Magic card. 1.742. Or maybe the 1.76 would be good. Definitely looks correct. I mean, yeah, to me this looks like, feels good. I think it does anyway. Huh. I mean, like I said, it really does look right. Well, on the front, I wonder. Let's look at the mana symbol, for instance, here. I mean, that looks like a good mana symbol as well to me. About, say, down here on this end of the card. Well, that looks okay to me too. You know, the way that the black ink is sitting on top, that's also quite a good sign. That printing looks quite correct too. I do find it odd on the back of it, but I mean, that's my only thing to say, that it's a little bit weird. Yeah. Oh, it's a very nice card. Also noticing a little bit that the corner on this card is bent. I'm not sure if that can be seen on the camera, but it's this corner right here, and it kind of is dog-eared up. Just a wee little bit though. It's probably not the end of the world. So let's look at some other stuff. So if you get a card like this in the mail, let's look at some other things that are worth looking at. Let's look at, say, some of the corners. Stuff on a card like this. Do you see that corner looks pretty normal? Let's see if we increase the light. No, I think that's not better. I think it's a little too bright now. Go like that. Get this corner too. So what am I doing right now? I'm just checking the card for in a couple of spots, just for if there's the potential that there was any inking ever done to the card. And a better test for this would probably be like a strong UV or black light would be better, but with this camera, with this lens, I can also usually spot some. This looks like an unfortunate fingernail chip right there. Anyways. I'm going to put this here for a second. I'm going to go to one of my binders and pull out an unlimited card and just have a look at it against this one. So I find when in doubt, it's always good to just take out a card, compare it. There's a lot of variance in sets, but not too much either at the same time. Let's go with something like maybe a Sarah Angel, maybe like a Royal Assassin, maybe like a Lightning Bolt. There's quite a few in here. I could pick. So, if you're in doubt, so it's just good just to take the card and feel what it feels like, you know? I think that those feel quite similar. The weight on this one, 1.746, that's a really good sign that they weigh an exactly identical amount. Let's check out the Sarah Angel. That feels right as well. What's the weight on that? 1.748, so that's essentially exactly the same weight. That's 1/1000th of a gram difference. That's not very much. And here's this Royal Assassin. Check this guy out. How much does he weigh? This one's a little heavy actually. So this one's 1.765. So there you go. It's kind of like the upper end of the variance on the weight that I would expect. We look at each of these guys, green dots. So this is how I would advise someone to authenticate a card if they don't know. Have some good resources like this at your disposal. So look, you got the flat side. And see here, this one has this other flat side that I'm talking about. You can see the flat there and the 4 bumps quite clearly there. And but I didn't see that on the Ancestral. But that's just one small test. It doesn't mean everything. Here's the Sarah Angel. Has the flat side here, has the flat side here, has the 4 bumps, just as you would expect. Most of the time. Then we'll do the Lightning Bolt. So flat side, 4 bumps. Besides like and then this Ancestral, let's see, maybe we'll spot it better this time. Let's have a look. Maybe I can see it this time. I mean, no, I still don't. So it's flat side, and this should be flat, but there's just a little bit of, I mean, that just is just the way that the ink dots, I guess, got spread on this one, just a little differently. I'm still not worried about it. I still think it's a real card, 100%, and I'm not worried about it. I'm very happy to have it. So awesome. We got ourselves an Ancestral recall. So thanks. I hope you enjoyed watching this mail day slash little look into authenticating. There's a few other tests you could do. You could try shining a flashlight through the back, and a real magic card usually will let the light through in a certain way that, even though good fakes will let the light through, they won't be exactly the same as a real magic card would from the same set. So I'd recommend getting cards from the set in question that you're trying to authenticate. Have some extra cards, more than one, and just kind of cross compare it to get a sense of the variance within the set. And that's what I did here, because I was, again, like, not 100% sure, and now I'm feeling much more confident, even though I was pretty sure, because it just kind of felt like a card that was correct. But you know, I like to be sure. There's some junk in this thing. It's just weird. All right, well, I'll try, as I struggle to put my own cards back in the sleeves. There seems to be like a little grain of junk in there. I don't like to close them with that. I'll end on that note. If you have any questions about this type of stuff, or things magic related, or anything in the video, feel free to leave a comment, or you know, it gives me good ideas for maybe future videos. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. Take care.